Hello again, and welcome back to the 3FG Don't Starve Survival Guide to Winter. We are going to make it through winter and show you guys every step of the way. For those of you who are just joining along, we're roughly in the middle of winter. I'd say about one-third. One-third into the way into winter. So, you're not that, you haven't missed too much information. But if you want, go ahead and go back and check out the other ones. But, so, now I just need to do a bit of house cleaning. You know, set up, clean up my, my tree garden here a bit. Recycle them. Add a bit more, let's get that torch out. Aha! Look at that, I didn't even need it. Go ahead and drop this hammer here. Yeah, one thing to note about the hammer is that you're not going to need it that often, and also you can't put it in your chests. Which is an interesting thing to me. I don't fully understand why. Maybe because it's meant to be big. I have no idea. But that's something they don't let you do in the game. You cannot put the hammer in the chest, you just have to set it on the ground. So, there you are. Hey, yeah, let's grab some of this jerky meat. There we go. That should give us something nice. Just waiting for that night to stop. Come on, son. There he is. Okay. Let's go plant a few more trees. Keep that that tree farm nice and full. And then after this, we'll go check on our spider's nest. Yeah, see all those eggs over there? I'm going to be collecting those later. And, oh, look, it's a second tier now. Awesome. That just means more stuff for me. There you go. Come on, guys. Oh, look. Oh, awesome. I love it when everything works out perfectly. And the second wave. Come on, fella. There you go. Great. This is wunderbar. Awesome. Yeah, so, the eggs. Oh, I guess there's a straggler. Okay. Awesome. There he is. Okay. Yeah, the eggs from the pangolins or the penguins or whatever they're called. Those things are going to be good for a number of reasons. So, we have eggs that you can use for food if you can collect them in time. Now, you can steal them, but again, you incur the wrath of the penguins, and you have to run away for a while before they stop chasing you, kind of like the tall bird. Or you can wait until winter's almost over. I think they will leave maybe 2, 3, 4 days before winter ends. I'd say maybe like 2 or 3 days. And then their eggs are just kind of dormant there, and you can go and collect them. But just like anything else, it's a food and it spoils. And so when the penguins aren't nesting on them, then the countdown, the clock starts, and they start spoiling. So be aware of that. You want to start cooking them right away. And as you can see, there's a lot of them. So the likelihood of you actually utilizing them in time with food is highly unlikely unless you have a lot of empty crock pots, or you just really like eggs a lot and you just want to eat it for the sake of eating it. Now, the second thing that they are good for is fertilizer, and that's typically what I wind up using most of the eggs for, and that's why I hold on to them, is because if you leave them to rot, then they become rotten eggs, and I don't know why that annoys me. It just does. Anyways, if you leave them to rot, then they become fertilizer, and then you can use them to fertilize your vegetables and your plants and all sorts of things like that. It's pretty awesome, and you can store it away for future use, so it works out great. It's kind of like rot, but a little bit more powerful than rot. It's not as strong as poop. Poop is always going to be your best fertilizer, but eggs are pretty sufficient, I think. If you were using eggs on a plant, this is just for perspective. If you were using eggs on a plant, where it would take two pieces of poo in order to get the vegetable going all the way, it takes 4 or 5 eggs in order to make the... Oh, this one tipped over. We'll replant it. There you go. Yeah, it takes about 4 or 5 eggs in order to fully fertilize a vegetable. So that's just a bit of perspective on, the differences between the two and how powerful they are. Chop down the big uns. So, as I'm moving along and you guys are commenting more on my videos, I figured might as well ask you questions. With this series, if you have made it to winter and you're just watching because you're trying to find new techniques or something, if you have made it through winter before, let me know what you possibly did different with this whole winter experience. Because obviously I'm doing a lot of housekeeping. I'm not venturing too far on my first winter. There you go. It's really because I'm trying to play it safe as far as showing you the best methods in order to survive your first winter if you're a beginner. But if you're not a beginner and you've gone through this before and you feel that there might be a better method to get through winter, let me know. I'm really interested in learning more about the game all the time. I don't think this is going to be a game that I'm ever going to stop playing just because I enjoy it. It's one of those games you just return back to, and so if you guys have any other techniques that you see, and this is why I don't like penguins, because they get in the way. I'm not really that annoyed, guys. They're just in the way. Right. Yeah. So let me know if there's anything that you would do or have done differently during winter, so that way I can get a firmer grasp on the game myself and maybe learn something new that I might want to take on in the future. Or that I could, throw out there on the next videos to come, so that way, we can all be informed on the whole process. I always throw in the cooked meat before the raw meat when it comes to monster meat because, you know, because the assumption is if it's cooked, it was because it was spoiling, and as you can see there, it's spoiling. So always use the spoiled stuff first. Sure, I've said that before, but throwing it out there again. Okay, so as I have plenty of time to contemplate and sit around waiting for day to come, I am thinking there's something I have not done yet, and that is find the winter Koalefant. Why do I need to find that? Because he is going to offer us his trunk, and that trunk is going to create a winter vest for us. And the winter vest is important because it's going to stop us from freezing during the evenings. Now, we lose the ability to hold onto our backpack, but it's worth it because I'd rather survive winter than know that I had a backpack on myself when I keeled over and died from the freezing cold. And I'm sure you feel the same. So that's our next maneuver. Here we go. We're going to go start searching for suspicious dirt piles in a second, and we're going to find that Koalefant, which is why I made myself a second spear, because you can see 1% left. So let's get moving. Let's find this thing. Grab a few supplies on the way because we don't know how long this venture is going to take us. Suspicious dirt piles. Okay, just like Sesame Street and Dora the Explorer, if you see one, yell it out. There it is! See, I found one. See? It worked. I can taste that koalefant meat already. Where is that suspicious dirt pile? Something tells me I saw it and I... Oh, here it is. Cool. Darn it. I hate when I do that. We are so close. Okay, so he's somewhere nearby now. There he is. Awesome. Just gotta herd him into the corner here. Oh, man. Man, these guys are slippery. That's it. Come on. Nope. I'm gonna get you. Yes! Strike and thrust and strike and thrust and strike. And I need my other spear. Oh boy. That's okay. We're still looking good. Awesome. There it is. Lots of beautiful meat, and the most important part of all, the winter Koalefant trunk. Awesome. All right. So we're gonna head back to the base. We're gonna make a winter vest, and you're gonna see the benefits in that. But we are hitting the end of our time here on this video. So thank you for watching another episode of the Don't Starve walkthrough from 3FG, and I will see you on episode 14.